Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again, the love of my life, getting ready to talk some shit to you guys because it's been a while.
It's been
a hot minute. It's been like 11 days.
There's been a lot going on, girl.
He's been letting me know. He's like, it's been 11 days. Get that
I've been
there,
cracking that whip,
video.
girl.
But honestly, I feel like a lot of the influencers out here have been on their best behavior for the holidays. They're like, we're gonna have a calm Christmas. We're not going to get into any drama.
Yeah, you know what?
What?
We're going to have a good New Year's. I feel it coming. I feel like there's going to be a massive drama this New Year's. I don't know why, but I feel it in my spirit.
Well, you know what I saw when I was over on TikTok earlier is that James Charles has repaid the favor to Michaela Nogueira because you know that she like did the whole thing with Painted. Well, James Charles did a video where he used her new palette with P. Louise. And there's still drama going on with P. Louise. I'm starting to get served over on TikTok the videos of people receiving just the boxes.
The empty boxes,
the little
girl.
letter on the inside of it that says, "Hey babes, sorry, we ran out of this item."
Oh my god, is this not the stupidest thing? I can't. So I ordered a P. Louise lip conditioner because I like P. Louise stuff, right? And I tried it and it's banging. And they literally took 12 days to post a box out to me. But do you want to know, when I just opened the box, what is inside? Like, bear in mind, they have wasted packaging. I'm not joking. I literally can't. They've sent me a box with a piece of paper that says, "We're sorry, babe. We've had a bit of a technical error and unfortunately your Protect Your Pout lip conditioner is out of stock. For TikTok orders, please contact TikTok chat." What the actual, like, why wouldn't they just send me a message and be like, "I'm really sorry, it's out of stock. Do you want another flavor?" Like, why would you go to all that trouble to send a box, an empty box with a piece of paper inside?
How wasteful is that? You know, a lot of
And
people...
the boxes are big.
A lot of people are clocking her for that. They're saying that she's doing that so it says marked as delivered.
Yes.
So it doesn't show as like a late to her customer. And if that is the case, that's very, very sketchy and very deceptive, P. Louise. I don't care how cute your products are. That's shady as hell.
Well, the first thing that I want to talk about is we have been watching the Squid Games, The Challenge over on Netflix. We finished it, and honestly, I think that you could pretty much tell like who the winner was going to be, like just like listening to
So
it throughout the competition.
spoiler, if you're watching now and you don't want to be spoiled, turn off this video or fast forward now because we're going to talk about the winner.
Well, we are talking about the winner because this was apparently like filmed and finished in February of 2023.
That's crazy.
And the winner has still not received the money for this. Now, can you imagine winning over $4 million and you're just sitting there waiting, just wondering when Netflix or whoever is going to pay you? Like, when are you going to get the check?
If I'm getting a deposit for $20, I want to know when my money's coming. If somebody owes me $4.5 million,
seriously, no. When I originally saw it drop, I was thinking like, oh, maybe they didn't send it to her because they were just like waiting until the show actually aired. Because maybe she would have got like really lavish with her lifestyle and she would have been out like buying like a yacht or something.
Girl, now here's the gag. Here's the gag, because at the end, when she wins, they have her go to an ATM just like in Squid Games.
Girl, that was
why the hell
just a show.
Well, no, I know, but why couldn't you just load her money on the ATM card? Be true to what you
It could have been like, it could have been a Cash App sponsorship.
It could have been.
With
Could have been a
Cash App
PayPal
card.
sponsorship. They could have had a little Megan Thee Stallion on there. It could have been a Cash App thing.
I just cannot imagine winning over $4 million or any large sum of money and waiting almost a year.
I'm gonna have to speak to the
get that
producer
money.
and the supervisor.
Why are they not giving her money?
She needs her damn
money. Does anybody
money.
know? It has to be because they were waiting for the show to air.
I wonder how
like
much she really is going to get after taxes, because you know they're going to take the hell out of some taxes and that, right?
Would you have given any like any money to the person that made it to the end with you?
You can't. It's in the contract.
You're not allowed to give any money?
You cannot give any money to the people that were in the top three with you, or anybody.
You know what I'm actually surprised about this? That there's not like a bigger like NDA that went on with this show, because there are people all over TikTok that were actually part of the challenge and they're spilling like all the tea, like how like the things look like they do, where people were falling from that bridge. It was only like 4 feet that they were actually falling.
That was crazy. That looked like they were really falling.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, Player399 here. I'm going to give y'all a quick run through of exactly what happened from my side of the story during my marbles game, because the edit is not accurate. Edit error number 1. I was actually the first one to throw a marble. He had the second chance, but it looks like on the tape that he was the first one to throw, but in reality it was me. Second point. What you guys do not see is that we shook hands and agreed on a game. And the game was as follows. We would throw with our non-dominant hand, which was my left hand and his left hand, because he's right-handed and I have screenshots to prove that he's right-handed. to even the playing field. That was the consensus. Again, this was something that he proposed in order for it to be fair. Since I felt like he had an unfair advantage, he was going to play with his non-dominant hand, again, his left hand, whereas we would both play basically with our non-dominant hands in order to even out the playing field, because I was so adamant that it was not fair for me to play a throwing game when I am not good at throwing. We also agreed that if there was a tie, we would salvage the tie with rock, paper, scissors to see who would be the victor. This is why I believe that I deserve to be the winner in this game. As you can see, he is throwing with his right hand. We agreed the rules of the game were to be playing with your left hand or your non-dominant hand. That is what we shook on. Obviously, I was looking at the ball and I was not looking at his hand, but you can see he is throwing with his right hand. My friends actually took a screenshot from his TikTok, thank you so much, to show that he is shaking someone's hand with his right hand here. Here is another form of proof. He's putting on chapstick with his right hand. Which is why I believe that I deserve to run that game, because number one, I was the first one to get a marble in. And second of all, even though I played with my non-dominant hand, I'm so proud of myself. And he violated the rules of his own game because, again, he was the one that proposed that we would play with our non-dominant hands. So, and I'm not even going to really fault him for this. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, you kind of just go back to like what, your innate nature is. And maybe he forgot, I'll even give him the benefit of the doubt. But he violated the rules of the game, which were to play with your left hand. So that is why I believe that I deserve to win this game.
You know what, though? I feel like a lot of people are going to ruin it for the next season because they're going to have a tighter, stricter NDA because they're going to reveal things probably that they shouldn't.
I did hear that it just got picked up for a second season. I wonder if they're just going to keep it with all the same, kind of games during
Maybe.
it.
I thought about applying. God,
really?
Could you imagine my ass on there?
Really?
I would try it, girl. I would give it my best shot.
I would have got taken out within, the first game. I made it across the bridge. Don't let anyone tell you different. I made it across the bridge and we were all sitting on the couch watching the show. But during that first one where they have to run, I got the shakes.
I would have done it. I think I
did
could
too
have
many
passed
hard
that
drugs
way.
in my life, and now I got a little bit of a shake.
I think I could have passed that way.
They would have got me.
Girl, for a big guy, I run pretty damn fast.
But you have to be still. They were saying that the reason that everyone was running with their hands in their pockets is because it was freezing in there. Because they wanted them to actually shake as well.
Yeah.
So I'd look like a chihuahua.
That sounds like torture. That's like mental warfare.
That room that they sleep in on Squid Games is literally like a prison.
Yeah.
So
that's like gym pop, girl.
I would not be well.
That's what is it, 60 days in type shit right
Mm-hmm.
there. They're in a pod.
I love that show. And moving on from that, we have to talk about Shane Dawson real quick because his name has been around a lot over the past few weeks. The first thing that we heard about Shane Dawson was that Onision is dragging him into a lawsuit. He's apparently suing him because Onision is in bankruptcy court, so Shane as well as Blair White and a few other people are being named as people in the lawsuit as well. I guess he's trying to say that he lost a lot of income because of all of these people, so therefore they owe him money.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work for him. I mean, honestly, I completely forgot about Onision. The last thing that I remember hearing about him is when Chris Hansen knocked on his front door and was doing that series or whatever the was on him.
Yeah, that was around the time that all that shit happened with your mom, so we didn't really get to check in.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the videos really on all that. So
I know he got his ass dragged, and they did a whole Discovery documentary on his ass, and he still hadn't recovered.
But then prior to that, what I remember of Onision was that he was destroying the wetlands.
Yeah.
He was literally destroying his backyard. I remember that was a huge drama. But the other reason that Shane Dawson is getting talked about right now is they have welcomed 2 baby boys into this world. And by welcomed, I mean their surrogate had the babies and they went to the hospital. Now a lot of people were shocked that I guess at one point Shane said that he was not going to show the babies on social media, and immediately they went to social media and posted a picture of Ryland and him standing there.
Well, it was 2 days later because remember we filmed my video and I said
still pretty immediate.
Yeah, no, I said it's super immediate because I said that they had the twins coming that'd be born soon, and then no sooner that I uploaded that video, I was getting comments that he had posted a picture on Instagram and the babies were here. But I do remember him saying that he was not going to share.
Well, there's a lot of backlash. He probably should have stuck to what he said of not wanting to share them and kept it a very private moment, at least for a few months. Just keep it between you, bond to the baby, all of that. This has so much backlash over on Twitter and social media. They are dragging Shane, they are dragging Ryland, they are bringing up everything that Shane has done in his past. His past is really coming back to haunt him.
It is.
The cat thing, people are out here talking about him allegedly f***ing his cat. I don't think that Shane Dawson
no, let's not get it twisted. Shane Dawson has made some very
disgusting
very
jokes.
Dark jokes, very gross jokes, right? But some of the things I've seen people say about him and Ryland, I'm not trying to defend them, but they've said some really really dark stuff about them. Nasty shit. People were already talking about calling child services on them. I mean, that's kind of something that he caused for himself. But also, you have to think about it. Like, that was also so many years ago.
Well, he's never going to get away from those jokes that he said, because a lot of them had to do with children.
Yeah.
A lot of them had to do with CP. And a lot of them had to do with things pretty much like a PDF file.
Yes.
So he's never going to get away from that. So I'm not really shocked that the internet is in an uproar and dragging Shane Dawson and bringing up all these things from his past.
Yeah.
It should be expected.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was going to be this extreme, though,
Yeah.
because, I mean, we talked about this back when they announced they were, like, going through this process and all that. Because with Trisha, it was like the same thing. She was getting dragged nonstop. They were like, we're going to call CPS. We're going to do all this stuff. And then now that Trisha has had her baby, she's pregnant again, but she had her baby and people have seen her as a mother, they're like, oh, she's actually doing a pretty good damn job.
I don't know if it's going to be the same for Ryland and
No.
Shane. I hope that they have some kind of normalcy because I do want these kids to have a normal life. And I think that Shane and Ryland will provide them a normal life as far as like having a home and a roof over their head and stuff. But like they've opened a can of worms for themselves.
They should not have made it public.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. But congratulations to them at the end of the day. And with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please let us know all of your thoughts and opinions down below. And please leave us a squid emoji. If there is a squid, I think it's an octopus. He says it's a squid. We did not look before this, so
There's a squid.
I guess I'm going to be surprised. And we'll see you guys all in our next video. Bye.